Hello YouTubers and welcome to the Budget Stacker. Today I've got a package. Actually got a little bit ago. I haven't opened it up yet. Some silver that at the time was a reasonable price. Now lately things are going crazy, but good in some respects for those of us who have a stash and bad for those who are still accumulating. But I'm going to talk about also a study that came out recently from Bloomberg. Didn't get much attention. They ran 1 million simulations on the U.S. debt and fiat currency, and the results were interesting. So if you want to find out more, stay tuned because here we go. Well, alrighty then. Took my latest shipment out of the FedEx wrap. Alright, let me take this off to the side so you don't see my info. Okay, so this is my package from Bullion. I'm just going to share that with you as we kind of go over this latest article I was referring to. This I did get a little while back, ordered it on March 16th. It did actually come about a week and a half ago. I just haven't got around to opening it yet. A lot of stuff going on at the home. I actually did get some constitutional silver, which I didn't think I would get, but it hit just a range where I thought, maybe this price is not so bad. And I was right. At the time, it was actually lower than it is now. It was about 19 and a half times face. And now it's currently in the 20 and a half to sometimes even 21 times face, with the prices having gone crazy recently in silver and mostly gold. I also got a new bar, which just looks so cool. It was definitely not stacking worthy so far as the price per ounce, but it just looks so cool. I just had to get it. So let's see what we got here. Put this one off to the side here. Okay, yeah, this is Bullion. I did get a $10 face roll, 90% US half dollars, just any kind, unspecified, as it says here. And this is 90% silver, of course, as most all of us all know. I don't keep these in the rolls, it's just their roll, so we'll just kind of work on this. In the meantime, though, as I kind of get into showing you this, I did mention in the beginning of the video, there was an article from Bloomberg that I was kind of surprised didn't get more attention. Bloomberg, known for their financial enterprise and everything from machines that are used, systems that are used for trading fixed income and other securities, down to, of course, their financial publications. They did a simulation of the U.S. debt, and they ran 1 million simulations of the U.S. debt. And it was kind of surprising, no, actually not surprising to many of us, but the surprising results, I think, to a lot of people who've been asleep, is that 88% of their simulations came out to the fact that the current U.S. debt is unsustainable. 88%. This hasn't got as much fanfare. Most people don't realize the U.S. debt is this fiat currency. It's not just paper form, it's also electronic form. The government has been printing it like crazy. The Congressional Budget Office says that the U.S. debt will grow to $54 trillion over the next decade. $54 trillion. There's different factors for that. One of them being an aging population. These are mostly Franklin's. That's awesome so far. Rising federal health care costs, and of course higher interest rates. But that is a mainstream media company that is dedicated to the financial arena, saying that they are our debt is unsustainable. By 2032, the interest payments they're projecting will be more than what we pay on Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and other mandatory and discretionary services. What services do you think are going to go first, those discretionary ones? Should they be going now? Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure why they're not. A lot of these are Franklin's. How cool is that? That's really neat. You usually pay a little extra for Franklin's. This was unspecified. So far, it's been all Franklin's. That's pretty good. And 1952. All of these are, 64 or older. So that would make them 90% silver. But as I was mentioning, I think we're on an unsustainable path, as do many stackers. That's why we kind of, collect and stack precious metals, both silver and gold. Gold's a great one to do, although it's getting pretty pricey. It can be pricing me out of my normal quarter-ounce coins that I usually love, but we'll see if I can swing it. Man, these are all Franklin's, unspecified, and I get a roll of Franklin's, which is probably my favorite $50. Sweet. Not bad condition either. Okay, so far this roll is turning out pretty good. But, that essentially is a big worry for a lot of us stackers, and that's why we want to have a stash of silver and gold should the paper money not be worth anything. I'm thinking, some of those disadvantages they mentioned, such as the aging population. Well, the federal government's employees are aging. And if they are going to be retiring, this one is kind of odd. It's pretty slick there. Is that from where? I'll put this one to the side here. Okay, that could just be the cleaning of it. But the aging population could be a benefit. Aging population for federal employees. So if people are retiring, do we need to replace them with another person? Or do we do something where we could potentially maybe use artificial intelligence to, instead of doing 10 things, they could do, needing 10 people to do the same job, they could use 2 people to do the same function. Why don't we take advantage of some of those technological changes, reduce the size of our government, utilize computers more, don't put them in charge of the nuclear weapons, no Skynet here, please, but wow, that one's in pretty good shape. Wow, that's in really good shape. This unspecified roll from SD Bullion, wow, that is in really good shape. Man, look at that. Good luster. That is really impressive. I could see the crack in the bell. The wood grain and the wood that's holding up the bell. Wow. Let me put that one off to the side too. Okay, so this has been a pretty good roll so far. I'm happy I'm back to constitutional. All right. Especially in these times where all this crazy stuff is happening. But if the government could shrink its size, maybe that's one of the scenarios that made the debt sustainable again. If we could reduce our spending, reduce the stupid pork, why don't they just make some accountability in government? Make it so that if you're adding something to a bill, your name goes on that. Okay, line number 44 was adjusted by such and such. In Word, you can track changes. Who made the change? What change was made? Let them all do that in Word, and then we know which politicians are adding which pork items, instead of it just being a mystery. And they could just blame all the staffers on it. So some pretty good stuff here on this rule. Those are my thoughts. So yeah, just hoping that our U.S. government does get itself on a sustainable path. But if it doesn't, stackers have the silver and gold, so they have some emergency fallback. These are some really nice items. 1963, pretty good detail. Yeah, I'm really happy with this roll. It's good for getting me back into constitutional. I also did get one other item. This one is not very, it's kind of a little pricey, but I just love the design so much, I just had to have it. This being from the Scottsdale Mint. This at the time cost me $30.15, way more than I normally would pay for silver, particularly, when the spot price at the time was $25.36. But this is what sold me. Oh, yeah. This is the Scottsdale Mint Vortex Silver Bar. Love that design. It just looks really nice. Even nicer in person as I peek around the camera. Yeah. Okay, so this kind of thing, I'm going to put it in a little plastic encasing, of course. This is more stack collectible, I guess you say. Just getting it for the fun design. And I think that's why a lot of us stack. To get some fun things, to get some good basic bullion as your base stack, as cheap as you can get, but every now and then you get something like this. So there's some fun aspects to stacking silver and gold. There's some practical aspects too. I probably saved more in the period I've been reinvigorating my stacking than I have in any other period like that in my life. So this money saved, not spent on just stuff. I could get stuff, but it's stuff that's worth stuff. So, and also, if the fiat currency, if the government just keeps going out of control, they don't care about the debt. I'm going to give something to get votes. Let me give something to this person to get votes, that person to get votes. I don't care. It's not my money. We're just printing it. I'm putting kids in the future. I'm putting their lives at stake because this is their debt. Look at this. This is the debt of the children of America right now. And you're sealing their fate if we just think we just keep printing these or we keep digitally printing those, and it doesn't matter. So that's why a lot of people stack too, because we don't have faith in what's going to happen if the government can't be controlled. I hope it can. I hope we get the right people in there that will take a look at this and really figure out a way how to reduce the cost of government, reduce the number of items that we spend on that just pay off this person, pay off that person, make people and government accountable to the people so we don't end up in a dire situation. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. Hope you enjoyed my video and check it out, my new silver. I do thank you for coming by. Always do appreciate a thumbs up if you did enjoy the video. It really does encourage us YouTubers. And I hope you're having a day, evening, dusk. God bless and take care. Vortex. Vortex.